Hi everybody, a very good afternoon. It's 12:40 by the watch. I'm Justine Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions, wherein we do interior solutions such as designing, manufacturing, supplying, and customizing furniture, which is lamps, mirrors, consoles, center tables. We have racks, we have bunker beds, and we have business tables and furniture as well. And the second category, we have retail and corporate gifting, where we have small items like trays, coasters. We have giveaways, bookends. They are bags and a lot of other interesting items like figurines, which are in the form of animals and structures and stuff like that. And of course, we also promote and deal in art and installation, where we have various artists empaneled with us and certain organizations as well. And we are in a position to design and supply large scale designs, as you would see, outside buildings or metro pillars and stuff, or maybe do the interior designs of cafes, libraries, studios, and stuff like that, wherein artists are engaged and involved in basically curating and designing the entire theme of probably the space that you're in. So I'd like to take this opportunity to wish everybody a very happy Hanuman Jayanti. And it so happened that I just have this book on my table, and I make it a habit to read certain chapters every day, because I think learning is a great idea. And coincidentally, the page that opened up with me is basically called The Monkey Problem. So we all know that the Indian scriptures and stuff, and if you see Lord Hanuman, he was, as the foreigners would call him, or non-Indians would address him as the monkey man and stuff. So he was with the Lord Sri Ram and his wife and Lakshman, and he was amongst the main persons, central characters in the army as well. So this is a chapter which is called The Monkey Problem, and it's related to the design and architecture and corporate and entrepreneur world. And it's talking about the monkey problem. So it says that someone once told me a story that I had to share, which I relate with everybody. So when you have a lot of people or some people walking into your room, they carry a monkey on their back, and this is addressed as a monkey problem. Why is it a monkey problem? It's a monkey problem because their goal is to get the monkey, which is the issue or the problem of their back, and leave it in your cabin, and make their problem your problem. So he says, first I used to think, the author says that first I used to think during our meetings and stuff like that, that these people are coming to me and discussing and debating and everything, and sharing stuff with me, and they seem to be asking me for solutions and stuff. But gradually I realized that they would actually not look into their own issues and concerns, and they would depend upon the author for the problem and stuff. So similarly, we have so many people who walk in, and I see this persistently and consistently many a times. Though I'm more of a solution-oriented person, and I look at the positive and the brighter side of stuff, but I do see that at times people in the office, or people who are in the design world, or people who are in the world of politics, entrepreneurship, people who are in media, people who are probably in art, people who are in business, people who are in fabrication, people who are in the design world will come up with some problems and stuff. And as you try and find solutions to their problem, you realize that their agenda becomes your agenda. So you can see this also in the government of India, and you can see this in international politics as well, that as we follow many channels or we participate in various forums and stuff, it may not be even a issue or a sensitive issue or a concern for us, but because we are so focused into it, and because we become a part and parcel of that particular concern, the world's problem becomes our problem. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you are actually doing work, it's okay. But if you're not related to that situation or to that issue, then nobody else's business should become your business. So he says, I learned it the hard way. I think I've also shared this before. I learned it the hard way as an entrepreneur, that if someone has a problem as a business owner, you don't have to actively resolve the problem. And you will also kind of get this awakening that when you start solving people's problems, they are passing it on to you, and it becomes your habit, and like I said, it becomes your own agenda. So many times what happens is that you got to let the monkey business be somebody else's business and stuff. And he quotes here that in many stories, in many years later, I heard the monkey story and realized that it was so well captured because I kept working in a room full of monkeys, and as I see around, I see so many people stuck in solving problems of other people, they should have not accepted in the first place. And it is not about saying no to every problem. It is not about making their business your business, but it is. Actually focusing on your own challenge rather than being in a room full of monkeys and stuff. So I completely endorse this because, like I said, I see, you know what, when you're working with designers, when you're working with entrepreneurs, when you're working with world leaders, when you're working with curators, or when you're working in the branding and marketing industry, when you're working with your colleagues and stuff, or even when you're kind of not doing any work and stuff, sometimes people come with this quotient of just sharing their issues and problems and stuff, and you feel that, you know, it's a great thing and you're being Albert Einstein, or you're being a rock star solving the issues and concerns and stuff of the world. But then you don't realize that in the interim of doing all of that for other people, you're actually missing out on the core work that you set out yourself to do. You know, so I have this realization. I mean, I see this during Corona. I became a part of so many forums and stuff like that. And the positive is that I got to know a lot of people. I kind of learned a lot from people and stuff. But I was able to do that because I put my core business aside, because during Corona I didn't want to get into negative marketing where I would launch a brand and I would be online and stuff. And God forbid the you know the lockdown happened or the delivery didn't happen, and a brand like me, which is a new brand, a fairly new baby, I would have called it then, like 6 years back or 4 years back, would have had negative marketing where we would have done our billing, we would have sent the stuff, and if you had, God forbid, a Corona lockdown, stuff wouldn't have reached. You would have got into a complicated mess and stuff. So I took a conscious decision to do no business during Corona and stuff, you know, unless and until it was sure that, you know, we have. We use that time basically to do researching and other things and stuff, and we were sure that, you know, we're not going to get into this, you know. So this is the takeaway from this, that, you know, try and focus only on your issues and concerns and stuff. You have enough on your plate. If you don't have enough on your plate, and if you're free and you're a consultant, you can take up assignments and be a consultant to the issues and concerns of the other people. But the ideal bet is to focus on your own issues and concerns and stuff. And this happens in international politics also. I see a lot of leaders in our country get a little hassled by why international people are kind of sharing their thoughts. But then I say that even we do that, you know. I mean, we also have a lot of say in the international relationships and stuff. So that's a different topic altogether. But for people who are in the design world, people who are in branding, marketing, editorial, people who are in creative work and stuff, the best stuff is to focus on your own stuff first. Have your own deadlines, have your own schedules, have your own calendar, plan yourself. And once you're in a position to sort out or settle your own challenge or whatever task you're set out for, you're going to be able to focus on something better. So I hope this helps. You know, I'm Jashin Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decon Design. And this weekend has been great because I've been a part of an international Expo Mart event and stuff. And as you participate in those events and stuff, you get clarity, you know, that what is it that you really want to focus on and what is it that you don't want to be a part and parcel of, you know. And I'm sure, like me, many people after Corona, before Corona, got into a lot of research or collaborative modes, and they've worked and researched on a lot of stuff which has not taken off. So participating in these kind of forums and participating in these kind of exhibitions also helps, because it kind of gives you a new insight, or it kind of expands your horizon. Because if I would be only depending on what I'm learning online or through books or what's taught to me in my school or college or what is taught to me by my mentors and stuff, then I would have half-baked information. But if you have the experience and if you evaluate the products, if you see what is in the market, what is the international design sense, what is the aesthetics, what is the finish, what is the mood, what is the collection all about, and what is the forecast all about, then you're in a better spot to kind of take your business forward. So the point is that, so I hope this helps. I'm Jashin Kapani. I'm Jashin Kapani, and I'm on jashinkapani.im@gmail.com. My alternate email address is jashin jkapani@gmail.com. Sorry, this is not a practiced one. It's a spontaneous one. It's a unedited one. And thanks so much. I've been getting messages and I've been getting personal, inputs and thumbs up from people I know all across the world. So thank you so much, and wishing everybody a great day. May Lord Hanuman give us the strength to not go before any big challenge, and maybe always remain dedicated and loyal to our own core values and principles. And may there always be harmony and peace around the world. So, love and luck. Take care. I'm Justine Kapani. Bye bye.